Welcome back, everybody. Episode 55 of the Biggest Bulls podcast. Day one of the MLB playoffs is done. We're on to day two.
Mhm.
Pretty good. Pretty good first day, if I do say so myself.
Definitely.
Especially as a Cubs fan, I had a great day. Maybe not the same as a Yankees fan.
Well,
Um, but that's what we're going to talk about today. The MLB playoffs, obviously, and some Saints. LSU does not play this week, so we will not be talking much about them. It's nothing really to talk about. But if some news breaks, we'll discuss it. But I'll let Connor say what he wants, and then we'll get it kicking.
yeah, definitely a good start to the playoffs, I'd say. Um, I mean, you saw two aces absolutely shove in Tark Screwball and Garrett Crochet. Two of the best lefties in baseball. Um, and then the Cubs Padres had a great game. And I mean, the Dodgers pretty much handled the Reds.
Well, yeah.
But you want to get started with the Tigers and Guardians? Or no?
Yes, I do. Tigers Guardians was about as boring as you can get if you're not an offensive fan. But if you're a pitching fan like Brad, you love that game. But you do have to appreciate Tariq Skubal
Dude,
and how good that man is. Uh, I mean,
he's unbelievable.
the last two times he pitched, he played the Guardians and got smoked. It's plain and simple. He lost both games,
Yeah,
and he came out this time and had 13 strikeouts in what was it, seven
seven
and
or
two
eight
thirds.
innings.
He came out with one out in the eighth inning, which
Yeah,
is crazy. He looked like himself, like his Cy Young self. And the Tigers looked. If the Tigers can do that or if they can win like that without their offense going, they're gonna be scary. If they can
yeah.
get it going.
Especially
Um,
like a team like the Red Sox or the um, Tigers, if they have a guy that can just go out and basically steal you a game one, like Tark Skubal and Garrett Crochet. I mean, they completely had the Guardians shut down. The Tigers did. You saw briefly in the ninth inning when Jose Ramirez led off with a triple. By the way, the
it,
Guardians need to build that man a statue,
it
a
was not a
single
yeah,
in air.
not even
But
it wasn't even a single. It was just a throw on there.
no, it was a single. Bias had to die for it. Um, but yeah, no, they need to build Jose Ramirez a statue. That man is insane, and for sticking it out in a small market is unbelievable. But if the Tigers can get past the Guardians and then have Scooble going against who, I guess,
They play the Mariners, so
yeah,
one of their
one of their
12
one of their
pitchers.
12 aces. Um, I mean, I'm taking Scooble over them any day, and
Oh
I
yeah,
think he would shut them down. So a team like the Tigers could be scary, literally just because they could steal a game, like the game one, because of how good Tark Scooble is. The dude's insane.
hmm Um, but on the same token, you can say the same about the Guardians with Gavin Williams. He
Not to the extent
Not to the
of
extent,
Scooble.
yes, but he was dominant that game too. I'm trying to find the exact stats, how far he went. But he was mowing down the Tigers lineup, like just nonstop. Similar, he was going inning for inning with Screwball, and then obviously Screwball did what Screwball does, and went till the eighth inning and kept striking out everybody. I was actually talking to me and Jake were watching the game. Could you imagine like a World Series matchup in the future between Screwball and Skeens?
Dude,
There'd be no base runners.
if you know
There'd
this,
be 25 strikeouts between
if
the
you
two.
like home runs, you might as well not even
Yeah,
watch.
don't even, yeah, literally. So let's go all right. So Screwball, his final stat line was, bear with me here, um, seven and two thirds, three hits, one run, one earned run, three walks, 14 strikeouts. So I went one lower than he actually had.
The earned run too. I mean, they didn't even hit the ball out of the
No,
infield.
there's a little blooper in the
Yeah,
first inning, huh? When did the first inning? Yeah, it was.
nah, it was the person.
No. The Tigers scored in the first
Yeah,
inning. I'm sorry. The Guardians scored in the fourth. Um, But yeah, I mean, neither team had. I mean, the Tigers had five hits, Guardians had four. So not a very offensive
not
uh
at all.
showing from either team. But it was a fantastic game nonetheless. That's why I love playoff baseball. Just you're bought in the entire time,
Yeah.
except for the Dodgers game, which nobody
I
was
mean, look,
really
like
watching.
think about all the bunts. Like,
Yeah,
when do you see teams bunting? I mean, you
I
saw
think there were
bunts in the
five.
Padres and Cubs
Mhm.
game. You saw bunts in this game. You didn't see any bunts in the Yankees Red Sox game, and I doubt you saw any in the Reds.
I didn't. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be honest here. Did not watch the Reds Dodgers
Oh yeah,
game
no. I
at
mean,
all.
once I saw the Dodgers were up like 8-0,
Yeah.
I didn't even bother. You want to move on to the Yankees Red Sox?
Yeah, we can do that one. Yankees Red Sox was looking great for the Yankees. Anthony Volpe had a home run against Garrett Crochet, who's a top five pitcher in the league. Surely, I mean, at that point, they were up uh 1-0 into the seventh inning, and that's when the floodgates opened when the Yankees decided to take Max Fried out,
Mhm.
and was it Luke Weaver came in?
Yeah, Luke Weaver came in.
Yeah, and gave up those two hits. Shout out to who was the guy that hit the
Masataka
no no
Yoshida.
no no no, the one who hit the double, the
Oh,
hustle double.
like that.
His name eludes me.
This is the thing about the Red Sox. They have all these guys.
They're so young.
I think his name was Eaton, maybe.
Maybe hold on. While you think, yeah, you talk
Um,
while I think about this.
it was either Eaton or Sogard.
Sogard.
It was
I
Sogard.
think it was Sogard. I don't see it here, but I'm pretty sure it was Sogard or E. Regardless, that's just how I don't understand it. Watching the game and if you're just even a casual fan, you would think even like a fan who deep dives into this, you would think the Yankees are going to sweep this team because they had the star power, they had the pitching, they had well, other than
That's the
Crochet
thing, though.
and the
These
Red Sox
aces
just
can give you a chance to steal a game one.
yeah
That's why the teams like that are so dangerous in 3 game series.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so Max Fried and Garrett Crochet were going
So
head to head.
it was Sogard that hit
It was so good.
the hustle double.
Yeah, Max Fried and Garrett Crochet were going head to head. The Yankees had an opportunity in the first inning. Then Giancarlo Stanton grounded into a double play that killed all the momentum. And then Giancarlo Stanton also struck out in the last inning with no outs and the bases juiced. Um, Obviously terrible at bat, but I still believe in postseason Stanton. Um, I I don't mind Boone taking out Fried. The bullpen has been good as of late. Um, and I mean he was already at 100 pitches. And I mean, Luke Weaver has been solid. I mean, you got to give it to Cedar Rafaela. He started off that inning. Oh, well, sorry. Fried retired Jaron Duran to start off the inning.
Mm-hmm.
But Cedar Rafaela
Well,
took Weaver 13 pitches deep.
was he the one that hit it to the to
No,
dead
he
center?
walked. He walked.
Yeah, one of the Red Sox guys hit one dead center. Or no, it was never mind. It was Caballero for the Yankees. My
Yeah,
apologies.
yeah. He hit at 106 off the bat. It
Yeah,
was a fly out.
and Rafaela caught the ball. That's what I'm
Mhm.
thinking.
Rafaela, huge at bat in that game, and he kept passing the baton until they got to Masataka Yoshida, who delivered the big blow, and then Alex Bregman had a RBI double later in the game too. But um, Garrett Crochet's a stud. I still think the Yankees can come back and win these next 2 games because they are the better team. But having a ace like that in Garrett Crochet just in a 3 game series gives you so much leverage.
Oh, for sure. So are you worried about the amount of arms that the Yankees used last night, or because
No.
I mean Luke Weaver threw he didn't record an out, which is concerning.
Yeah,
15 pitches. Then I'm guessing this guy's name's Fernando Cruz.
Fernando Cruz.
He came in, recorded 2 outs on 18 or 14 pitches. And then you brought in Devin Williams for the seventh or the eighth for the eighth.
The eighth.
11 pitches, no runs. And then you brought in David Bednar, and then you brought in Tim Hill.
Mhm.
Are you worried about that many people?
Mhm.
Okay.
No, I mean the Yankees still have a bunch of other guys they can go to, and I mean throwing 11 pitches. If you can't go back to back days after throwing 11 pitches, then
Well, if it's
there's a bigger
11
problem.
really high leverage pitches, that's the argument. I think they'll be fine though.
They'll be fine.
So
But I mean the Red Sox use Chapman a bunch. Can you check how many
he had a
pitches?
4 out save. I know. Oh, pitches wise,
Because I mean the bases were loaded against him in the eighth or in the
Mhm.
ninth inning.
So Chapman ended up throwing. Tonight we're gonna see Rodon versus Brian
Bayo,
Bayo.
Brian Bayo.
Please remind is MLB is whoever's home field advantage get the home game
No,
every
every team gets
okay
it.
it
Yeah.
flips okay I didn't know if that was if
No,
they
no, every team, the home
oh
team
they get
gets the
the
home game every
oh
time.
really okay I didn't know okay
Yeah,
so that's huge
we were looking into that last night.
box score so Chapman ended up going 1 1/3 3 hits 2 Ks 24 pitches
24 pitches. That's a lot for a closer.
24 pitches 19 strikes
Don't see that very often from Chapman, do you? Um, but yeah, no, we can move on now to the Cubs Padres. I mean, we don't really have to talk that much about the Dodgers
yeah
versus Reds. I mean, the Dodgers are gonna take care of that series. But Brock, go ahead.
easily Cubs game as a Cubs fan, couldn't have started worse. You give up a no sweat first inning, and then you come in the second inning. What's his face? Jackson Merrill gets a hustle double down the right field line, and then Xander Bogaerts ropes a ball to left center, to where PCA can't get to it. and Jackson Merrill goes in to score, and PCA throws the ball in, and Nico Horner, who misses the short hop, and Bogarts gets all the way to third. I don't remember how many outs there were in the moment, but we ultimately he was ultimately stranded at third. Shout out to Dansby Swanson, who
He played a great game, man.
saved multiple runs for the Cubs in this game. Um,
I saw he caught that one ball over his
yeah,
shoulder. That was a
yeah,
tough blow.
that was very hard. Yes, yes. And then when it couldn't, it looked horrible. I'm just gonna be honest. It looked horrible as a Cubs fan. It was bad. They couldn't hit. They looked like the Cubs of the second half. And then in the fifth inning, Seiya Suzuki, your hottest hitter, came up and went yard, and not just went yard, hit a moonshot,
It was a bomb.
a absolute moonshot. It was going off the bat, and then Carson Kelly was like, I want to get in on some of this. He goes yard. That was more of a wall
Back to
strike
back.
hit. Back to back. Really sparked. Wrigley came alive. And in that moment, it was like, okay, the Cubs are going to win this game. They're just coasting until the end. The Padres had no chance after that. The Cubs, shout out the Cubs bullpen, who went four and two-thirds of no hit baseball.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
Yeah. Well, okay, as a Cubs fan, I think we deserve this thing. How bad the Cubs bullpen's been in prior years. But four and two-thirds of no hit baseball. Everybody who came in, Andrew Kittredge, um, Drew Pomeranz, who I swear every out he got was a wall scraper on the warning track, but it doesn't matter because they didn't score. And then Brad Keller coming in the ninth and shut the door. Daniel Palencia, I forgot to mention him. They pulled Matthew Boyd to put in Daniel Palencia, and he was throwing flamethrowers. I mean, every pitch was 99 plus. That dude doesn't have an off speed. And the Padres had no answer for him. And the Cubs took care of game one. They're going into game two. They're actually starting in about 2 hours when we're done with this. And I cannot wait to watch that. Get it done today because I'm very worried about if we don't get it done today, it might be a struggle. 'Cause I have no idea who's going to pitch in game three. Maybe Tyone. But I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Um, but hey, you got the most important window. You got one. So you
100%.
you have a game to play with. And then I mean we could talk about the Dodgers won 10-5.
Blake Snell threw a great game. Shohei Ohtani is one of the best players in baseball. Um,
Yeah, it's enough of that.
that's enough of that.
Um,
The Reds, thanks for showing up, man.
yeah,
Kick rocks.
yeah. The power of friendship Reds are not
The
gonna
power of
do
French
much.
Reds. Yeah.
And
Get
then
into the Who
oh
Dats?
oh whoa
Whoa!
live bet live spread switch here. The Saints are a favorite right now.
What?
The Saints are a 1.5 point favorite.
It
Okay,
might be the first time. That is the first time all year.
pigs are flying.
Pigs are flying, guys.
Wow.
What?
Okay, look at this. All right, Vegas knows something we don't. Um, so yeah, the New Orleans Saints sitting at 0-4, our favorite against the New York Giants at 1-3.
Just an absolute brutal game. Just a
They're
1-3
actually they're
Giants.
actually broadcasting this game on Disney Junior.
Really?
Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, the over under. Oh my God, the over under this game is 41.5.
Yeah, it's gonna be an ugly game. Hopefully Spencer Rattler can continue to show us signs of life.
Hmm.
Uh, get your playmakers involved. I mean, the Giants are a very fun team. I really like the culture change they kind of got going over there, behind Cam Scadaboo and Jackson Dart. But losing Malik Neighbors sucks. That really sucks. He's going to be out all year. He tore his ACL last week. That really is a big blow for the Giants.
Yeah. I do think the Saints get their first win this week.
Shh. Really?
Well, we're predicting here. We don't predict on
Yeah.
Fridays anymore. Give me the Saints to take their first win this week, because I think Rattler, his time is winding down. It's kind of now or never in these next couple weeks
You
with
think?
Rattler. Dude, he's 0-10 right now. You can't keep giving this excuse that he's not playing.
I know.
I mean, okay, coming up your schedule, you got the Giants, very winnable. The Patriots is winnable. They have not looked good. I know they're 2-2, but they have not looked
They
impressive.
just beat the brakes off of the Panthers, so
Yeah, but the Panthers beat the brakes off the Falcons, and then the Falcons went and beat the Commanders. So the
it's so
NFL's
weird.
the
It's weird.
NFL's weird, and the Saints almost beat the Bills. Then you got the Bears, who most inconsistent team in the league right now, but they have won two in a row. Then the Bucks,
Lost.
yeah, the Rams lost. Then the
So you
Panthers.
think they go to shot?
If we lose our next three, I think Shuck starts against the Bucks.
Okay,
If
really.
we're 0-7, I think Shuck is gonna start against the Bucks.
I think you have to make a change at that point.
100%.
Because then Rattler would be what, 0-14, 0-13?
Yeah. When's the bye week? Hold on.
The Saints have a late bye this week, or this year.
Oh my God, they do. Yeah. Week. Okay, so on week 5, 6. Shoot, 7. It's late. My phone's going insane right now. It's a late buy this
Yeah.
year. I do think you'll see Tyler Sharp before the bye. I hope you don't because that means Rattlers winning, but I do think you do. If
See what
you,
we got there.
yeah,
Just
uh,
completely. Because if not, if he doesn't play at all this year, then like he just threw away
yeah,
a very valuable pick. Like I really don't understand why we took Tyler Shuck with that pick.
and
I
that
still don't.
that's a perfect way to end this because I wanna ask you a question, Connor. So the Saints right now are probably the odds-on favorite to land the top pick. I would almost guarantee that they get a top three pick this year. With the quarterback class in the college football not being good, just plain simple, not living up to their standard, where would you like to see the Saints go?
Not quarterback. I think because we're not going to be good next year. So why rush
Right.
trying to get your guy? The quarterback class for this year, like you said, has been severely underwhelming.
No, it's still early in the season, so
It
there could
is,
be some guys
but
turning around.
yeah, but it's not looking good
No.
at all. Not looking good. I want to see the Saints go get the best guy available, the best guy that can be a playmaker that's not a quarterback. Because you cannot rush getting your quarterback. You have to be confident in your guy. You don't want to second guess it. So that's why I'm thinking we finish out this year tank, draft best available, and then next year tank again, get a top five pick, and then that's when you get your guy.
Okay, so here's a mock draft from USA Today. It was actually posted today at 5 a.m. And this has the New Orleans Saints at the number. Why is this not? There we go. The number one pick, drafting Garrett Nussmeier.
Still,
Um,
what?
I will say Garrett Nussmeier. A lot of pro teams have been liking because of his potential in the because he's a pro ready quarterback.
Really?
But not a lot of people can say that because he's not because he's playing injured in college right now, and he's just not playing good. I know he's not playing good right now at all. I'm not that delusional. He's playing horrible. Um, but I think that is due to I think the quarterback play in college is going to continue to decline with NIL because these guys aren't scared to get benched anymore because they're getting paid all this money. No team's going to bench them.
Mhm.
Um, they're like if they don't
You think
start,
there's a
they just
lack of
transfer.
accountability?
Yeah, accountability, loyalty, everything. I mean, and just the quarterback play in general. You pay a guy like Nico. Nico's getting paid $1.2 million.
And
He's
he's
been
the
terrible.
worst. He's like the worst Power Four conference.
They're not going to bench him because
Yeah.
they paid him all that money. Let me think of another one off the top of the head here. Arch Manning. He ain't getting benched. He could play as horrible bad as he wants. He ain't getting benched ever.
Mhm.
Lenore Garrett Nussmeier. I mean, plain and simple. We paid him a lot of money. He's not getting benched, even though people want him to get benched. Um, but okay, this also has Lenore Sellers going to the Jets.
I don't think you can rush. You cannot rush getting a quarterback, and I think they will. But I don't want them to rush it because I don't think any of the people in this draft class really are the answers. Hopefully, I'm wrong because I think it'd be really cool to see a guy like Lenore Sellers or Garrett Nussmeier take the NFL by storm, but I don't think so.
I think a sneaky guy that a lot of teams he's going to shoot up the draft boards, which he's already in the first round, but could be the number one pick is John Mateer.
Yeah,
How fun would it be to watch John Mateer at Saint Louis?
that'd be really fun.
He's got the rushing ability which you need nowadays. He's got a rocket for an arm. Like, just something to think about.
It's fun
Um,
to do that. I like it. I like it.
but that's going to do it.
That's all we got.
Um, oh, last thing I would like to see is take a receiver, but there are no like big receivers
That
coming
sounds
out
good.
this year. We got to wait for next year for Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
A lot of
Jordan
defensive
Tyson got
guys.
this year?
I think he is, but he had been. I mean, he's been solid. He's not going to be. We're not. Gonna, if we had the number one pick, we're not taking Jordan Tyson.
Yeah.
Um, who's projected 11 to the Cowboys because they need more receivers over there.
Yeah.
Um, I'm kind of just Caleb Downs. That'd be someone to look for.
Mhm.
Caleb at the top pick. I'm kind of just Arch Manning going 14. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of just stalling here. He's kind of
Yeah.
looking through. But that's gonna do it here,
Yeah.
episode 55. Tune in for episode 56, where we have a very special guest
Yeah.
for game day. However, none of us will be in person.
Yeah. No.
It's gonna go back to the old days, the OG Big Easy Bliss listeners,
Yep.
when we used to Zoom everything, and in two different places. That's what it's gonna be.
Except for
Because
this one's gonna be three different places because the guest picker
yeah,
is gonna
yeah.
be in
Connor's gonna be in New Orleans. I'm gonna be here, and our guest speaker is gonna be.
wherever he is.
We don't know.
You
Well,
know.
we do know. Y'all
We,
don't know.
yeah.
But thank you for
Dramatic.
coming.
Yep.
Episode 55. I'm stalling again. We got to work on our endings here. This pod is brought to you by Mercado. Um, We're on Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok,
TikTok,
YouTube.
obviously YouTube.
Tell a friend. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you tomorrow night.
Peace.
Peace.